When DSLRs first came around as popular video cameras, a lot of people were clamoring for peaking because they just couldn't get things in focus. It was just too hard to know when something was in focus, and they needed peaking in the camera to make sure that it was in focus. Don't trust peaking. Peaking is garbage. Okay, the way peaking works, it's not checking to see what's in focus. All it's doing is analyzing the contrast of the image to see, oh, that's probably in focus. And there's a lot of detail that's not in focus that you'll see peaking all over. It'll be lighting up like a Christmas tree, and it's not in focus. Now, certain cameras and monitors do it better than others, but as a general rule, I would never, ever, ever trust peaking. You have to get used to using your eyes and what you know is in focus. Now, the way focus works, right, you have your front focus and back focus, and there's a point in between where it's actually in focus, right? So you can pull that focal plane forward and back, and if you go past an object and then you go in front of it, you know that your focus is right in between those 2 points. That's the easiest way to get a general idea of where your focus is at. But then it's looking critically at the image and seeing, okay, what do I want focus? Usually it's someone's eyes. So let's say, for example, it's my eyes. In this, you can double tap, on the GH4 that is, for focus assist, but almost every camera and any external monitor has some kind of focus assist. If it doesn't, it's garbage. And that's how you want to get your focus. You don't want to trust peaking, because when you trust peaking, stuff is inevitably out of focus because there's so much color going on over it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's in focus. Well, when all that color's there, you can't actually see if it is in focus or not. I've seen so many shots where they say, oh, the peaking, peaking, it was in focus, and you go look at it in the computer and it's not. Well, how did that happen? The camera told me it was in focus. Well, like I said, it's just analyzing the contrast and giving its best guess as to what's in focus. Your eyes can do that too. You can look at it and say, that's probably in focus, or it's probably not. And if you use a couple rules like, okay, push your focal plane past, in front, figure out where that sweet spot is right in between, and check and look, are their eyes in focus? Then good, you're in focus. The best way to do it is for critical focus, like I said, double tapping or zooming in, punching, and checking that way. But so you can't always do that. And oftentimes these screens are pretty small, so it is more challenging. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you are having a hard time with focus, for one, you should probably go get your eyes checked. That's my first thing, and I'm dead serious on that. That's not to be mean or anything like that, but really, like, if you may need glasses, because that's the thing, right? People's eyes, they can't see as sharp as other people's eyes, so they need glasses or contacts. Get it checked out. But if you're having trouble with it, really practice. Don't trust peaking. Don't trust any kind of weird software to figure it out for you. The best thing you can do is use your eyes. And if your eyes aren't good enough, then go get glasses, go get contacts, whatever it is, and do it that way. Because if your job is a camera operator, camera assist, whatever it might be, your job is to have the image in focus, right? That is like one of the most important things, because if at the end of the day the shot is out of focus, it's probably not usable. Or they decide to use it and it's the middle of the movie and you're sitting in the theater and you go, oh, that shot's out of focus. And it's super obvious because it's on a huge screen. Everyone can see it. And yes, there are some people in there who can't because, again, they need glasses. They need to get their eyes checked. But the rest of us are sitting there looking at your shot that's out of focus wondering, like, who the heck did that? So don't trust peaking. If there's some other kind of software implementation on your camera or your external recorder, don't trust that. Trust your eyes. It's the best thing you can do. And you can disagree with me all day and say, no, I'm going to keep using peaking because every time I use peaking, it's in focus. Are you sure? Are you checking it in post-production every time? Are you zooming in to 100% in post-production, your editing software, and making sure that you're actually hitting focus? And are your eyes actually good? Show it to somebody else. See what they say. Because if you're using peaking for all of your focus needs, then I would be impressed if all of your shots are in focus. It would blow my mind. So if that is the case, let me know in the comments below. I would love to have my mind blown. But as it is, I would never trust peaking.